So we are in step 3 of our goal setting template, innermost reasons for this goal. So why do you want this goal? And what negative thing would happen to you if you don't get this goal? Negative things can be financial issues, social issues, economic issues, maybe spiritual or emotional issues. Your innermost reason has to be self-centered, not selfless or philanthropic. Let's look at an example. Now, this person's goal is, I have my own family. His innermost reason, I am getting old and I would need people to take care of me when I'm old. Now, this sounds self-centered. So any reason that is not advantageous to you, any reason that does not remove disadvantages, any reason that is not self-centered cannot be an innermost reason. On the other hand, if you say, I need a family because every other person has one and my parents want one for me too. The reason this person is chasing this goal is because of some other people, that is his parents. So this cannot be said to be an innermost reason. It appears selfless. I'm doing this for my parents. A good way to think of an innermost reason is to ask the question, if I don't get this goal, I'm afraid that XYZ would happen to me. So you can write one disadvantage of not having this goal. Now, please, this is important because if you don't have an innermost reason or a self-centered reason, you will not chase this goal. You might start it, but after a while you get tired. So please don't proceed with this goal template if you don't have an innermost reason. Rather, go back to the VLQ and find another goal that has an innermost reason. So we're done with step 3, innermost reasons for this goal. We're moving now to step 4, obstacles to getting this goal. So what are the obstacles in your environment that can prevent you from getting this goal? What are the obstacles in form of people? Maybe friends, acquaintances. What are the obstacles even in yourself? Maybe emotions, maybe habits. So we'll be discussing obstacles in the next section.
All right, so where did I stop? All right, so there are 3 types of obstacles. There's the environment. Now, there are certain things in your environment that will prevent you from getting this goal. Certain things. And the common things would be source location. Where you are staying, do you have easy access to your source location? The fact that you still have access to that bunk, that will be your obstacle. That will be your obstacle. God forbid, if there is a next relapse and I ask her to write the functional analysis, the behavior will be the same thing. I went there. Facts. Another obstacle will be, okay, I don't have the resources because of my unmet secondary goals. The primary goal is I am free from drug addiction, right? And there are certain things that you need, maybe trust from family members because it gives you some money and whatever it is, okay? They trust me, so I'm exposed less to my emotional triggers. So there are some resources that are necessary that you can get from having your secondary goals met. Do we get that? Friends, but this is not friends, this is people. Source persons with no goals or ambition, or persons with different goals or ambition. Okay? Then, myself, what in me is an obstacle to this goal? The goal of money, the goal of friends, the goal of trust. Have you ever come to the obstacle of telling lies often? As long as it's still there, it will be an obstacle to gaining trust in your family. And not having trust would now mean that they won't give you money. Not having money would now mean you have more emotions, triggers, and this would now be an issue with a recovery path. So, what's in you? Are there emotions that you are battling with? Are there certain habits? If you are doing bad Naija, that can be an obstacle to financial freedom. If you still have need for those short-term benefits, okay, I take drugs because it helps me not think about something I don't want to think about. As long as you still have no other way to handle those annoying thoughts, you will still need the drug. So those will be your obstacle. Not even knowing or practicing your recovery path structures. She told me that, to hell with your structures. But I'm not upset, it's just part of life, okay? So these structures are important. If you don't know the structures, you don't practice it, that will be your obstacle. So in reading here, what in your environment will make it hard to get to the goal? The names of people around you, family members, friends, acquaintances, etc., that will interfere with getting the goal. Maybe your place of residence. Let's even talk about your own self. What is inside you that will be an obstacle? Are there unresolved emotional triggers? And struggles with mood swings and handling emotional situations, okay? And it was so bad that her last, I am practicing documentation that she put in her book, involved the nurse talking to her anyhow. So this means that as long as you have not practiced problem solving, that will be an obstacle because you will still encounter even worse off situations. I told you, rejoice whenever you experience these annoying temptations and situations. Be happy because this is a chance to adorn an armor or a robe of your new self. Your old self cannot get you to where you want to go. It is the situations that you face that help craft the robe or craft the suit or the clothing that will carry you with your new self. So you need this. Anger issues, mood swings, lack of recovery skills, even lack of job skills. Lack of job skills is a personal obstacle. All right, habits. Laziness. Are you a lazy person? Do you like to procrastinate? Do you have no sense of accountability? These are obstacles. All right, so we now have finished the obstacles, okay? The step 5. Steps and habits that you are taking to eliminate every obstacle that you had written down. But it doesn't end there. Steps also include steps that you have put in place that is getting your goal directly. Write steps to eliminate, avoid all written down environmental, people, and myself obstacles. This means if you have 7 obstacles, all your steps must address all those obstacles. If an obstacle is, I don't have job skills, there must be a step that addresses that. Write down the steps or habits needed to bring the goal closer to you or to make it easier to get the goal. The language form is dream statement. Now, because I care about fitness, right? And an obstacle would be I have difficulty controlling my appetite for sweet things, okay? It means that I will not have any sweet thing in my house. I will not buy any sweet thing. Because if the obstacle is my appetite, I am at home at 8 o'clock, hunger is wiring me. There's no food in my house. Maybe I'll starve, Abi. So I've now worked on the environment that is now in line with getting my goals. The environment is in a way that it does not need my willpower. My willpower has failed, but the environment has been carved in a way that I can still align my goals. Okay, I care about getting fitness. I would decide what social media pages I follow, what pop up on my feed. Step 6, reward for getting the goal. Also include what to deny yourself until you get the goal. Now let me explain this. If I can get drug-free for 12 months, I will buy myself a PS5. But then 12 months is too far. I'll get gray hair before I do the 12 months recovery now. So I will break that 12 months goal into 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 week. So what am I doing in 1 week that if I don't get this 1 week goal done, I cannot do something? Maybe I put it in a way that I would stop going to Crunches Plus for shawarma unless I've written 10 pages of my paper. So what can I deny myself for short-term goals? How will I reward myself for long-term goals? Do you understand? If the goal is long-term, the reward will be what I will buy for myself. If the goal is short-term, like a week or like a month, I'll deny myself something until I get that goal. So these are the 2 ways that rewards work. Let's go on. So write down how you will reward yourself after getting a mid or a long-term goal. Write down what you will deny yourself until you get a short-term goal. And you're using future tense. Okay, we're now in the last step. Step 7. Now we are somehow using 6 months goal. Let us not use 12 months. So on your page, you cancel that 12 months and put 6 months. Break long-term goal into short-term goal. 12 months to 6 months, 6 months to 3 months, 3 months to 1 month, 1 month to 1 week, 1 week to tomorrow. How do you do this? Do you remember all those steps and habits that you said you want to be doing in the 12 months goal, right? Carry all of them like that and drop in the needs. Remember I said that the steps you are taking, the habits you are doing will be as a daydream sentence. Okay, I will stop buying snacks in my house. I will start following social media pages that focus on fitness, right? Those are daydream sentences. Carry all of them as it is and dump under the needs of the next component. If my goal was to be physically fit in 6 months, right? And an obstacle is I have poor self-control when I see food, right? A step I'm taking is I will stop buying snacks to my house for in the evening. I will start following fitness pages. I will stop buying snacks and I will start following media pages and put under the 3 months needs. Do we get that? Good. So copy all the steps or habits in step 5 of the 12-month goal and write it verbatim underneath in the 6-month goal. That is if you're breaking from 12 months to 6 months. If you're working with a 6 months goal, copy all the steps and habits in step 5 of the 6 months goal and write it underneath of the 3 months goal. Let me give an example using this. So this is the template for the 12 months goal, for example, right? I'll come to the measurable steps. Whatever I've written down here, I'll carry it verbatim and write it here. Do you get? Okay, so we're done with the teaching. It's now time for the practical. Any questions? Any questions? No. Bring out your paper. Let's start writing. The goal is right. 6 months daydream sentence. I really want to be drug free. Write it down. Need. 6 months. Need. I really want to be drug free. That's the need. 6 months. Write it down. I really want to be drug free. Are you done? All right, so make it into a goal statement. Then do the innermost reason.